You are looking for ways to get rid of the negativity. I want to talk to you about things that I do in my life that help me to get rid of negative thoughts, negative energy, um, or things that people say in your life that are negative that stay in your brain. Hi, I'm Talonda. Welcome to my neighborhood. Join me as I spread love and joy and peace through vlogs, motivational messages, and just positive experiences in my life that can help you to have that calm, relaxing, and peaceful life that you've always wanted, that you're looking for. On this channel, I share positive life experiences with you. So I want you to join me, be a part of my life, and see how I have transformed my life from being negative to positive. And I've successfully done it, and you can do it too. So I really hope that you decide to join me. Subscribe to my channel for more positive content. There's enough of the negative stuff in this world, right? So we want to get rid of that, throw that in the trash, and focus more on the positive and peaceful and joyful things that we can find in this life. It's there. You just have to look for it, and sometimes you have to find ways to get that negative energy and those negative thoughts away from you. I want you to be inspired to really take some steps in your life to change your life for the better. Um, and this is definitely within your grasp. So, um, if you have not already seen some of my other videos and shorts, I've started to create some affirmations because I started to see that people were needing that. Words of affirmation, encouragement, support to help them get through their day. And it occurred to me that, I'd like to just share that with people because that helps me. And, you know, you'd be surprised how much just some helpful words can really make someone's day, or it can change someone's life. So I want to share some things with you in hopes that this can help you to just have a better day. And also, I want to direct you to my videos. I have some affirmation videos. Some are about strength. I think about life, positive life experiences. I can't remember all of them, but if you just go to my channel, you will see them. And let me know your thoughts in the comments section as you listen to this video. So let me find where my information is. Okay. And I want to show you or talk to you really and tell you some things that I think you would be encouraged to hear. Okay, so let me find it. Okay, so some additional affirmations that you can use. I'm going to go through some, and I'm just going to help guide you through your mind, calm you down, and help you to get from this place to this place. Okay? All right, first one is I am surrounded by abundance. Now, you might be going through a tough time in your life, right? And sometimes we can't see the goodness or the great things in our lives that are happening. But I guarantee you there is something positive going on in your life that you can focus on. And you could say, you know what? Oh, excuse me. This is happening. These things are going on, but at least I have this. And that's what you focus on and you run with it. Don't get caught up in focusing too much on the negative things and stay away from people who want you to focus on that. So that's the first one. I am surrounded by abundance. Number two, I release my fears and embrace love. Okay, perfect love drives out fear. So, what I mean by that is the more you embrace love and focus on that, and it can be love in any aspect, love for yourself, love for your family members, love for maybe even your pet, whatever makes you feel joy when you think of love. Think of that thing, think of those things. And as you focus on that, those are those things that are more important. And that love will push all your other fears away. So you won't be so focused on the little things that really aren't that important. Okay, next one. Number three, I am constantly growing and evolving. As humans, we're never too old to uh, learn. I've even seen adults, way like into their 50s and 60s, still finishing degrees in college. And, it may not mean much to you, but to them it means everything because maybe that's something in their lives that they've always wanted. So always be open to learning new things. Never think that you've arrived or achieved this perfect level of enlightenment. No one is there. We all are constantly learning. And another thing I want to tell you about is when you make a mistake, that is a good thing. So don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake. If you're the type of person who always apologizes like I was, oh, so sorry, oh, sorry, 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 sorry. And it's really nothing you really did wrong. It's just a habit because you feel so bad that you made the mistake. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're human and you need to start learning to accept yourself as human, as a flawed being. And guess what? We all make mistakes. So what? Pick yourself up and keep going and embrace that mistake because it's like, if that didn't happen, if I didn't make that mistake, I would not have learned my lesson. So focus on that. And I'm telling you, the more you focus on the lesson inside of all of that, the more you will grow and the more you will be grateful for those mistakes. I used to always hate, oh, I was such a perfectionist. And to a degree, I think I probably still am. My mind still goes to wanting things to be a certain way. And I'm learning that no, it's okay to just be human and to show flaws. And whoever doesn't like it, that's on them. They can kick rocks, you know? So what? So anyway, um, what was I saying? Making mistakes. But there was something else I was going to say about that. I went off on a tangent. Now I forgot. Okay. So, uh, making mistakes, growing from those mistakes, and moving forward is paramount in your life. Oh, and I was gonna say, I embrace the mistakes, I look for it, and I look for the lesson in everything. Like I just made some crazy mistakes recently, and I could walk around moping, feeling bad for myself. Why? It happens to all of us. I just say, okay, that was dumb. Why did I think to do that? And then I keep going. I don't get caught up in that. Oh, I know what it was. Saying sorry all the time. Stop saying sorry all the time. Don't say sorry for being human. Someone just taught me that recently too. They said, things are going to happen. You happen to be late. This happens. You don't have to apologize. Don't apologize for being human. So if it's something that you just couldn't control and it's just being human, okay. Now, if you did someone wrong, that's different. Then you must apologize. You should apologize, something like that. But just a simple mistake that you made that really is not really affecting anyone, there's no reason to really apologize. You're only bringing that negativity to yourself. Okay, let me move on. So the next one is I attract success with my hard work. That is a good one. I love that one. I love it because that is me. You know, when I think of how hard I work, I think the fact that I do it because I know I can be successful. And you have to think of that. Think of yourself as being that successful person that you imagined, that you dreamed of. Work hard, do what you got to do, and you'll get there. So I'm not at the perfect place I want to be, but I see myself elevating to where I'd like to be, and I'm excited. Okay. And I will do one more because this video is getting quite long, and I know it could go on and on. I'll do another one next time. So number 5 is similar to one of the others that I stated in the beginning. I am grateful for each new day. Always think of something you can be grateful for, even when it looks like everything's falling apart. There's always that one thing, and you can think of all kinds of things. Something that you have, even if it's to the littlest thing, it's like, you know what? I'm so glad I have that. Or I'm so glad I have that person. Or I'm so glad I have my children. Or I'm so glad I have this job. Even though I'm sick and tired of these folks, at least I got this job and I'll do what I need to do so that I can work myself out of that job and get something better. Think on those lines. Uh, Recently, before I go, I want to tell you a quick story. So, just recently, both of our vehicles broke down. And I'm not saying broke down like, oh, just a little fix. No, like both of them need serious work. Oh my gosh. So, and they're quite old. We like to pay off our cars and just run them to the ground, like just keep driving them until we can't drive them anymore. So, I couldn't believe it. Everything I wanted to do was just stalled for a moment. And I was just like, I didn't like that feeling because it messed me up with my plans. I'm a go-getter, I'm adventurous, I'm ambitious, and I like to just, whatever I'm interested in doing, I like to just go for it. And I could not do the things that I wanted to do. And I could have gotten really in my feelings, but I decided not to because I thought that what's that going to do? That's not going to help me. That's just going to keep me from working hard to achieve my goals. So I said, you know what? I'm grateful that I have my house because I can be in this house and I can do things online and I don't have to worry so much about the car situation. And it worked out, after a while. Was it an expensive fix? Yes. But I'm grateful that we had the funds to get it fixed. See, like that. And uh, that's how I think each day. And it helps me I'm telling you, it works. It helps me to maintain peace and continue to have joy. And it keeps me calm. You know, I used to go from 0 to 10. Now I just pretty much stay. I might come up to a 2 or 3 or 4, then I'm back down because I've learned techniques to calm myself down. These are things I just figured out on my own. No one really taught me. I mean, I may have had influence from some therapists and psychiatrists or psychologists or someone in the mental health field may have planted a seed in my head, like do this or that. But for the most part, this is coming from me, just learning about myself, learning what works, learning what doesn't work. Okay. So you get to know yourself so well that you know how to catch yourself when you're in the middle of a situation. And then after that, you're able to move forward with focusing on the things that you need to focus on, the positive things, the the things that are going to help you to grow and be a better person. So I want to say to you, make sure you listen to what I say in this video. If you forget, it's a video, it's on YouTube. Just go back and watch it from the beginning, you know? Okay, I'm going to stop there. I'll do another video coming up next that talks about the same things with more affirmations. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that you can continue to get more content from me, and hit the notification bell because you'll be able to get notified every time I post. All right, have a wonderful day. You can do this. Love yourself, and you will be just fine. All right, take care now. I'll see you next time.